Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before presenting, let me introduce myself. My name is Landis Ayu Ramadhani. I am a student from Faculty of Law, Universitas Jenderal Sudirman. My student ID number ends with 105, and this presentation submitted for the course instructed by Mrs. Nisa. And today, I want to talk about a fraud case that went far beyond what people usually imagine. It's not only about money, but also about trust, emotion, and how easily people can be manipulated when they feel connected to someone. This time, the perpetrator comes from Indonesia, but she didn't only scam people in Indonesia. Her actions cross-border. This was international. And her victims were not ordinary people. They were wealthy businessmen, high-profile socialities, and people who live in elite circles. Behind luxury brands, confidence, and a glamorous lifestyle, there was a carefully constructed lie. This is the story of Azura Luna. So who is Azura Luna? Her real name was Enjang Widipalupi. She was born in Surabaya on October 27, 1978, and grew up in Kediri. According to her former classmates, she was friendly, confident, and fluent in English. She was popular, easy to talk to, and well accepted in social circles. After graduating high school in 1996, she continued her studies at a foreign language academy. But just a few months later, she suddenly dropped out. No explanation, no goodbye, she simply disappeared. But not long after that, Enjang started living under a new identity. She changed her name to Azura Luna Mangun Harjono. This wasn't random. Azura had an obsession. She wanted to live like a rich person. She wanted to move among high-class socialities. To make that happen, she cut off all contact with her old friends. She changed her looks from simple to elegant, from modest to luxurious, but it wasn't just about looks. She told people that she was a daughter of a powerful conglomerate family. She even listed a Kemang address on her ID. And she claimed that her parents were among the 10 rich people in Indonesia. So, Azura made a decision. In 1997, she moved to Bali and targeted a wealthy man, especially foreign men. There, she met a foreign man named Brad Craig. She told him she graduated from Harvard and Brown University. She said she owned properties all over the world, and because she looked confident, looked elegant, she sounded convincing, Brad actually believed her. Fast forward, they got married in 2003 and later moved to Hong Kong. And in Hong Kong, Azura finally lived the life she wanted. Luxury shopping, elite events, and overseas travel. She spoke politely, she was charming, and people felt comfortable around her. And because of that, all her stories sounded real. Eventually, she was fully accepted into Hong Kong's elite social scene. Over time, her marriage started to fall apart. Brad became suspicious, and in 2010, they officially divorced. After the divorce, Azura stayed in Hong Kong, living on the last allowance Brad gave her. When the money started running out, she made another move. She created a jewelry brand called Pevitra. It targeted upper-class customers. At first, it worked. Money started coming in. But behind that comfort, lying was no longer just a tool. It became a habit. After that, Azura targeting a man from Los Angeles named Robert. During their long-distance relationship, she asked him for money. She claimed her father had passed away and needed money for the funeral, and later, she asked for more, saying it was for a charity. After receiving the money, she just disappeared. Azura didn't stop there. By 2018, this was no longer just about money. It's about status, validation, and power. She contacted Hunter Biden and presented herself as Indonesian princess and humanitarian figure. Hunter actually believed her. He even invited her to have lunch with the Biden family. But at the last moment, Azura panicked. She cut off communication and disappeared once again. After that, Azura changed her strategy. She rebranded herself online as a high class who loved luxury goods. On social media, she showed off designer bags, expensive items, and a glamorous lifestyle. Then, she started auctioning what she claimed were her personal luxury items. One of her victims was Sophia, a socialite from Los Angeles. She bought several items of designer bags, and the total cost? $86,000 US. At first, Sophia believed it was real, but she became suspicious and later she brought the bags to an official boutique. and one of the employees said it was a fake bag. So after that, Sofia reported the case. On November 26, 2018, Azura was arrested in Hong Kong. She didn't resist, but after investigation, she was released. After her release, Azura returned to Hong Kong, but the story didn't end there. In mid-2019, her domestic helper reported her to the Hong Kong Labor Tribunal. The helper said her salary had been repeatedly withheld. After that, more people spoke up. Her gardener, her cleaning staff, all told similar stories. With so many reports, Hong Kong police tried to arrest her again, but she was gone. Authorities believed that she had returned to Indonesia. So the Hong Kong police coordinated with Indonesian police, and Indonesian police checked the Kemang address on her ID, but it was fake. Azura disappeared. But her last appearance in September 2019, Azura appeared in a video interview with Pose magazine. She looked calm, well-dressed, and confident. She denied all the accusation. She said everything was just a misunderstanding. And that was the last time Azura appeared in public. So, this case involved fraud and deception cross borders. In Indonesia, this falls under Article 378 of the Criminal Code, which regulates fraud through false identity and deception. And in Hong Kong, it falls under Section 16A of the Crimes Ordinance, which criminalizes fraud causing financial loss. Because many of these crimes were conducted online, this case also relates to international cybercrime enforcement. There was some strength. Authorities responded to the report, investigations were open, and international coordination was attempted. But there was also serious weakness. The cases were treated separately, not as a part of a larger pattern. Azura was released too early. There were no travel restrictions. So as a result, she was able to disappear. This case shows how easily trust can be manipulated by social status and appearance, and it also shows the weakness of law enforcement in handling cross-border fraud. And this case should be a warning. So, in conclusion, this case is not just about scammer. It's about identity manipulation, systemic deception, and gaps in international law enforcement. This case should become a lesson for improving justice and protecting victims in the digital case. And that's it from me. Thank you.